This is Aaron East of MMA UK, and I'm joined today by higher level MMA's Kunle Laurel. Kunle has been one of the many explosive fighters to have erupted out of higher level MMA in recent years, and all the hard work has paid off for him. Now signed with one of the biggest promotions in the fight game, PFL, and is set to debut on home soil when PFL returns to Glasgow in September. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me, Kunle, bro.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, my friend, anytime. And congratulations with that with signing with the PFL, mate. You must be absolutely buzzing.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, totally. It's a dream come true to be signed one of the top organisations in the sport. It's what I've been aiming for since I started the sport. So yeah, totally delighted.
100%, man. I mean, I remember thinking when I saw that post over the many years I've been watching you, like from the Emmas and recently at Cassius, I knew it would be only a matter of time before one of the big names grabbed your signature, man.
Yeah, like it's obviously like I've knew that myself. Like I know I've always been like at that level to get up to one of those top shows. It was only a matter of time, and for it to happen so quickly in my professional career is just amazing. And I'm blessed, and I'm just ready to grab the opportunity with both hands.
Definitely, man, definitely. And with such a vast array of organisations looking to add to their rosters over the years, and especially recently, all the big names from the UK have been drafted. I mean, I bet there was a fair few offers on the table for you.
Yeah, no, to be fair, actually, like, so I was fine with cases just now because I only just started fighting professional from the start of the year.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and PFL was like the first one kind of like came across to us on the
Mm.
table. So we took it, and just because like they offered us a good contract, it was a very good level of fights, and they offered us a development deal where like
Mm.
they've signed off a lot of like new starting pro guys, which are they're going to like try and use that to develop them through their careers and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So what do I offer him just exactly like what I needed just now in my career, and it was just perfect timing.
And definitely, I mean, but each promotion has their own unique factor, and the PFL definitely holds quite a few of those, man. I mean, what stood out for you the most about them to want to stick your pen to paper?
Yeah, but for me, I feel like PFL just a very well organized organization as
Mm.
well, and like the thing they do with the tournaments is actually quite cool. And like when I was over in Africa, I sat down with the CEO, Pierre Murray, and like the kind of vision they've got for PFL is quite cool. Like they want to make it into like a league, like kind of like football,
Yeah.
basketball, like all these other sports have kind of got a league. So that's what they try and do with MMA. So then, which means like the best are going to fight the best at that weight class.
Exactly. I mean, I completely agree with you there as well. I mean, the has got many leads, gives many of you guys something to do. If you're not chasing the belt, you're
Yeah,
chasing some money as well. You know what I mean? So there's
yeah,
always something.
exactly. And like with the thing I like as well with like the structure of the tournament, like you're basically guaranteed 3, 4 fights a year
Mm.
that way. So it's like because like it's like with the kind of money and don't like it's a big opportunity for guys, so guys aren't going to pull out. So just been having that like so like at the start of the year you can basically know like okay I'm going to fight this month, this month, this month. So like you know exactly when you're going to fight, so you can plan and adjust to that as well. Then just like oh we've got a fight for you in like 3, 4 weeks time and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely couldn't agree more, man. And in my opinion, the roster stands out for me most of all. I mean, each roster holds an incredible set of fighters, such as yourself. Don't get me wrong, but
Yes.
PFL's holding like quite a unique one, as well as some of the big names from the younger side of the UK. I mean, like, such as yourself, such as your teammate Lorenzo.
Yeah.
You got Chanel Dye. You
Amazing.
got so many.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I feel like over the last year, UFC have signed PFL have signed like a lot of like great guys and stuff. Like it just like if you just see that roster just now, just keeps building and building, and I feel like he's going to get bigger and bigger because they're doing stuff like overseas as well, over like Australia, Africa, and stuff like that as well. So you're going to see like over the next year or two, I think the PFL roster is going to grow into something very incredible.
It's crazy. I mean, starting with them as well, you're going to be like traveling the world. I bet that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, 100%. Like for me, I like to travel and like to see the world and I like to fight. So if I can merge both of them together, that's me living my dream, and I'll be very happy with that. And I can't wait for that just to go over all over the world, fight and be able to show people my skills and what I'm capable of.
It's very well earned, my friend. Very well earned. And you'll be joining as well. by your teammates. Well, you'll be joined with them, and you'll be joined on like as some of them are already existing on the roster, like Dylan. I mean, that must be an incredible
Yeah.
feeling to go to war with your boys, to be traveling the world with your teammates there.
Oh yeah, totally. Like it's incredible. Like we've got one five guys on that card on
Yeah,
that night, and I feel like it's well just gone through the camp all together. There's a very like there's a different energy in the gym. Everybody's just like up for it. Everybody knows like this is a big opportunity for us, and we're just like pushing ourselves to get to that level. And as well for me, like since I've like started training at a high level, I've always trained with Stevie Ray, and he's like one be one of the main guys. Like I've sparred with Stevie since a young age. It's always kind of helped me out, and like just to be like for these kind of like last fight and to be on the undercard of that in the hydro, I think it's just something truly special.
yeah, 100%. I mean, as you said, it's your first port of call. We're going to be Glasgow. I mean that
Yeah,
must give you a hell of a lot of confidence going forward to that fight, because you don't have to have the added pressure of traveling so far. You know what I mean? It's your stomping ground, so to speak.
yeah. Like to be honest, it doesn't matter where I fight and well across the world. As soon as I get in that cage, my focus and attention is fixing my opponent. Like people like you. A lot of people will notice like when I'm fighting myself, I can like seem to shut the crowd off. But having that feeling of just fighting the hydro, like that's a dream come true. Like hydro's the place I went to go and see like some of my favorite like artists and stuff like that play, and just for me to be the person that people come to watch in that scene is just something like it's all just truly incredible. Like over the last couple of weeks, I just really can't believe it, and I just can't wait to get out there and put a big performance.
Yeah, I mean, like, I bet going past there as a kid, you always said to yourself, "I'm going to be fighting there one day." It's a dream come true. I bet.
Yeah, oh yeah, I've always wanted to fight in Nigel. It's always been a big dream of mine for like all my, because even like I've grew up in Scotland most of my life, and just to be able to like to put on a big show on like this in Scotland is just truly incredible because there's no much big shows that come in Scotland. So to be part of like the pioneers to bring PFL over to Scotland for the first time is just it's it's a big honor.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one goal ticked off your list, but it's still early days. But have you laid out any
Yeah,
more goals for yourself as your path unfolds to the PFL?
yeah, 100%. Next one would be to headline the Hydro. That'll be the best one next time. Yeah.
Do you know what, mate? I have every faith in you. I reckon you'll do
Well,
that one
thank you,
day,
brother.
100%.
Yeah, I
I
appreciate
mean,
that.
uh,
Thank you.
well, it's completely understandable that you can't disclose any information regarding your upcoming opponent, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
like for a little bit of a teaser, is it a good fight? Do you reckon the fans are going to enjoy this one?
Yeah, it's a great fight. Yeah, it's a really good fight. Hopefully, hopefully I should get my fight agreement and stuff like that by the end of this week. Then hopefully the fight should be announced by next week. But yeah, I think it'll be a fan favourite. It's going to be a very interesting and exciting fight. People will like the opponent as well. I've got.
Well, I'll definitely be adding you to my favourites on social, so I get that news ASAP. I look forward to whatever
Yeah,
that is, man. I bet they're not going
yeah.
to look forward to it, but I reckon the fans will definitely. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, definitely. It's going to be. Oh, it's a very great matchup. Excellent matchup.
yeah, I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that, man. I mean, you've set yourself so many goals. You want a main event. You want it to be at the Hydro. I mean, where do you see yourself in the division this time next year?
Well, hopefully this time, well, when I went over to do PFL Africa stuff as well, so I
Mm,
think like maybe next year I might be going over to Africa to compete over there. I'm
mm,
just gonna wait like so. Obviously, my focus just now is just on the 20th of September. So once I get that fight kind of done and out the way, then I can sit down with PFL and speak to them and see what's next for the future. But hopefully, but I know like now I'm way stay at welterweight, so I'm just gonna
mm,
get big and strong for a welterweight. So I'm looking at the PFL Europe welterweight division just now, and
mm.
I'll see if they're doing that welterweight tournament in Africa next year. Maybe it's going to be over to Africa next year. But that's what's what I'm very pleased for the PFL being allowed to give me the opportunity to
Mm.
fight in both in the Europe one and the Africa one as well.
That's definitely exciting promotion. And for anyone that's watching that's not had the opportunity to watch Wakanel out there, trust me, you're in for a very explosive treat. No
Yeah,
doubt about it, there, man. I look
yeah,
forward to your
100%.
first outing, bro, and I wish you all the best. And it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thanks for having me on again. Really appreciate that.
Anytime, my friend. But
And
last but not
just
least,
one
before
quick
you
thing
go, oh,
for everybody. Oh, sorry. Just for
no,
everybody
no, 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 that's
that's
okay.
wanting
My mistake.
to
What would you say?
Yeah, just for anybody that wants to get the tickets for the hydro, make sure you go into Ticketmaster.
Hmm.
You can go on my Instagram, and there's a link in my bio. All the guys from the gym as well. There's links on that bio. Make sure everybody go and get their tickets because it's going to be a very, very good night.
100%. I bet they're going to sell out extra quick. So be quick to
Yeah,
grab those guys. And I do apologise. I think there's a bit of lag there. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
nah, it's okay, man.
All good, man. But last but not least, before you go, I mean, do you have a message for the PFL fan base and anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just for the PFL fan base, just be expecting for a very, very exciting fight. And just be I'm bringing something special to the division, and I'm going to become a rising star. And just a big shout out to all the guys over in eye level for just all the help through the student camp. Shout out to all my sponsors, Costa Anderson, and my new sponsors as well, DR Recruitments and Ryan Graven Transport as well. They've both have just stepped on to help me through this camp, and so I'm just basically big shout out to all them because all their help is helping me push towards my dream.
That's definitely a well-deserved dream, my friends. You enjoy the rest
Yeah,
of your day, and if I keep
thank
in
you. So,
contact, it'd be great to speak to you again after your first bout.
yeah, definitely, man.
Take care, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.